toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a crease, it's Russell. Forges ahead, picks up about 3. And
I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that lap.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. The Steve scores it.
Man, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that. And it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good serve. Time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying to get the corner. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terry. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's James. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To throw, it's Prince. Quick completion on the out. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 25. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Perez. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Terry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tigers in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Manning. Flying out to the left. The 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you got to see something usually that you believe in to pull the trigger and do an onside in the first half. And then they saw it, they executed it great. Nice kick. Nice job, I think, catching them off guard a little bit and recovering the onside kick.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
With the catch, it's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got a man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Prince. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sends it downfield. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down. Going for the big play. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Perez. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Got the quick pass. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air, it's Prince. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Turning it on! He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's held. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing route.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Terry. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Unloads it left. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Missouri! And that one will put him up here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Dropping back, it's Prince. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field, play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Working that left side now. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Barrett. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Manning. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Prince. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. to the ground to try to move the chains. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Offense gets set for second down. The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Gonna look downfield again. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. From the shotgun, the inside give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. offense coming out on the field. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
He dropped it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last run of the half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got an open man.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
A first down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Prince. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.